Tyler, the Creator, actually referenced new music yesterday, and this is pretty big as all Tyler fans are waiting and craving for new music, especially since we thought that this year would actually be the year of an album drop for very reasonable reasons. So today we're going to take a look at what he said at Camp Flog Gnaw and how this connects to all the new music dropping and when it might actually drop. So let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and it recaps everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So as we all know, Tyler drops every 2 years. He's held this consistency ever since, I believe, 2009. We've went over this argument for the release of new music several times when talking about new music actually dropping. The last release from him was 2021's Call Me If You Get Lost. And so we thought 2021, 2023, 2 years later, we're gonna get something. We did get something new this year, which was the estate sale that I covered in detail back when it dropped in, I believe, late March, something like that. And we then didn't think that this would be the complete release of this year, because that was only a deluxe with, I believe, 7-8 songs additionally added to the track list of Call Me If You Get Lost. And honestly, back then I was under the impression that he was going to drop this deluxe as kind of a tastemaker for the actual new full-length album coming still this year, because he is supposed to drop an album this year if we're going by his rule of dropping a record every 2 years. Now obviously this didn't happen. We did get the estate sale, which I'm very thankful for. I believe the material is great, but no new album. Well, he did then talk about this only yesterday at Camp Flog Gnaw, and this is his festival, obviously, and the Odd Future, influence festival that's been happening for a long time. In 2023 was finally the year that it came back. It was happening the last 2 days, so I'm really happy that this was back again and Tyler was performing. He had incredible guests on there. Kendrick and Baby Keem were on stage. SZA was there, other people as well, and the footage so far from the actual festival is looking pretty impressive. We got Tyler walking around with flamethrowers and him stepping on stage I saw one clip for Who Dat Boy, and the crowd is shouting the song. It's really insane. I wish I was there. But then he also actually referenced new music dropping in a very funny way. Now we have to think about people going into this festival thinking, okay, we didn't get new music before, because that was a reason and an argument as well that we thought this would be the year, because this was the year of the return of Camp Flog Gnaw. So we thought that in order to have new material to perform at the festival, he would have to release an album. It all just made sense. It all would have fit perfectly and fell into place perfectly for him to drop a new album this year. He didn't. And one time at the festival, I believe this was the first day, so November 11th, he actually addressed this in a funny way. He went on stage and he said, "Y'all want some new music? And I wanted a father, but you don't get everything." And then he said, "So I'm going to perform the old material and y'all just going to sing along with me, y'all idiots," or something like that. So this is obviously in a very ironic way, a very sarcastic way. He doesn't actually insult his fans, or maybe he does, we don't know with Tyler, but he said that there's not going to be new music, because the hope was, if we didn't get new music leading up to the festival, maybe he was going to perform new music while on stage, because artists, they do that a lot. They perform new songs to see how people respond to that. Then afterwards, the whole community only has the songs as live performances of people going crazy, so they want to hear the studio mastered version, and so that's kind of a whole publicity and marketing stunt that you can pull as an artist. And it would have made a lot of sense, because a lot of eyes were on Tyler this weekend because of Camp Flog Gnaw. But he said, he wanted a father too, but he didn't get that, so we're not going to get new music. Obviously a sarcastic way. This is not the actual reason that he's not going to be dropping music, but at least this was him addressing or referencing the fact that the fans are craving new music. And that alone in itself is a success, because the last time that Tyler actually talked about new music dropping was in January of this year, back when the rumors for Welcome to the Disco were going around. I made some videos on that as well, and Tyler was responding to, you know, content creators that purported this idea. I guess I was included in there as well, and he then went on Twitter to say, all right, seen a few verified accounts reporting super false album stuff, and I want to tell y'all straight, no, not at all. People get excited at the thoughts of new stuff and start reaching or conspiracy thinking. I get it, but none of that is true. So that was January 2023, the beginning of this year, around the time when theories were going around for Welcome to the Disco being the next album. I guess some of those rumors were true, that there was something in the works, because only 2 months later we got the estate sale, but it wasn't Welcome to the Disco or a new solo album. And that was the last time that he actually addressed new music himself, which, you know, ever since then we didn't really get him talking about it. So him now addressing it at least means that he's aware that the fans want new music. Now, when we're gonna get this, I doubt that it'll be this year, obviously. It would make sense to continue his streak, but I guess we're finally at that breaking point that we talked about at the beginning of this year as well, when a lot of y'all were saying, yo, he's not gonna drop this year, and then other people were saying, but then he's gonna break his streak, and is he actually gonna do that? It seems like he's gonna do that, because this year only has like 6 Fridays left if we're looking at the calendar, and I don't think Tyler is dropping in any of those. It really would make no sense for him to drop after Flog Gnaw. Like that wouldn't, it would even not make sense for him to drop in the first half of 2024, because then why not, you know, drop it before Flog Gnaw so people get new music to enjoy there? That's what I don't get. He would have had this big stage to share the new music, maybe to announce it as well. That would have been another option. Just thinking about this now, announce a new album there as well, but it seems like we're not going to be getting new Tyler records or new Tyler music for anytime soon. I'm guessing it'll be the summer of 2024. He usually drops in the summer, around early summer, so May, June, that's usually the time he drops. I'm guessing for this to happen in 2024, but obviously we can't guarantee any of this. This is all just speculations. Now, obviously, as soon as anything happens, I'll keep y'all updated, so make sure you stay subscribed not to miss out on that. And Tyler's one of those artists that the fan base is fully convinced will bring a new masterpiece every time that they actually drop a record. So even if we gotta wait one more year for this, I'm fully happy and fully, you know, satisfied with that if we actually get some quality music, because every Tyler's one of those people that they're regarded as someone that if they drop an album, it's going to be like conceptually on point. The music is going to be dope. It's not going to be trying to be mainstream, whatever. It's just quality music. We've had that with Flower Boy, with Ego, with Call Me If You Get Lost, and I believe with the next one as well. So I'm really looking forward to this. I hope that this new Tyler album is worth the wait, and maybe him breaking his streak is not a bad thing. That way it doesn't get that predictable, and he doesn't fall into old patterns of having to come up with an album every 2 years when maybe there's no inspiration at all, and it would just be forced. Like, that's another negative point you got to take into consideration when talking about his streak or his consistency, whatever. So I'm guessing 2024 summer and Flog Gnaw. He said that there's no new music, at least at Flog Gnaw, but also it kind of implies that there's not going to be new music anytime soon. So let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think that Tyler is still dropping this year just to complete or like fulfill his streak, or do you think it'll be next year or some point in the further future? Let me know all your thoughts on this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.